all with my new very special friend, guest Siva, a beautiful light soul, who is the founder of Prana Violet Healing.
Yes.
Non-touch, non-medicine, and a prana therapy. He's got over more than 2,200 videos, 202 workshops, and more than 300 people over the world, teachers, voluntaries, and he's got loads and loads and loads of information, interesting information. Well, today we're talking with him. And he's involved in a beautiful global work. Welcome, Siva, and thank you for your cooperation and your contribution in Alakun. How are you?
Thank you very much, Elsa. Thank you. We have met together, and then suddenly you called me. I'm so excited to say that you want to share. I'm prepared to share this to everybody who want to learn how to heal themselves and heal other people, as well as do distant healing.
Fantastic.
We want to share with everybody. I am from Malaysia, and I've traveled to many parts of the world to teach technique. I've been to Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, Canada, USA, many parts of India, also to parts of Africa, Uganda, and Senegal. And I've done it personally. I've gone to each of these places to understand them, their culture, and the problem they go through, and start healing them.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Very nice. And we want that all this information goes and expands the most far that we can get, do we, on this world?
Yes, of course.
Siva, can you tell us something? We're going to start with the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit, how was your childhood? And what made you, where exactly did you came on your path to start with the PVH?
Okay, I was born in Malaysia in a small village in 1961, May. And from then onwards, I grew up, went to normal school. My father, we are not from the rich family, middle class. That means my father was working as a postman. And it's enough to have 6 children. And then we moved on. And all the while, I see a lot of people suffering. And I could see the way life was going on. When I was a small boy, there was no hospitals in the place where I grew up. And as I grow up today, I find a lot of big hospitals and people charging so much of money. They have to pay and all kind of stuff. And there was not actually curing being done. And I asked God, please show me a simple technique where I can share with a lot of people around the world. And how they can all benefit from our teachings. How they can all benefit from teachings and they can heal themselves. Simple and easy. When I was a small boy, there was no medicine. I never had an antibiotic until I was 19 years old. And that's the only antibiotic I had. I've never had any antibiotic after that, So then I realized that how come we could survive with the antibiotic, and today's children are having antibiotics and all kind of medication at a young age of 6 months old. Something must be not right. So I started going around and I seen people, and in about 10 years, more than 10 years, about 20 years ago, I went to a place called Borobudur. It is a monument built in Indonesia and Yogyakarta. It's more than 1,000 plus over years old. And when I went there, I realized people made this place for some reason. And what is the reason they made this place? So I went down there every full moon for 69 full moons, non-stop, never took a break every month. I travel more than 5 hours by flight to reach that place and go and sit down, just sit down. I do not meditate. Sit down, asking them, there must be something good here. Why you guys build this place? If it's a Buddhist kind of stuff, and no one prays to it, there was not a place to worship or whatsoever. It was just a monument. And it happens to be the biggest Buddhist monument in the whole world. I sat down there on the 35th full moon. They showed me how to use the wand. This is the wand.
This is the one.
Wand. Given
Why
to me.
Did you go to that one?
I just don't know.
Who told you that?
I was about maybe about 45 years old.
45 years old.
Yes. And I went down there. And I went every full moon. I go down there and start going down there. Just all. Show me. And slowly things start changing. I started learning about anatomy and things like that. So I am preparing myself to receive some much bigger element to help people. And on 31st full moon, they gave me the wand. In a mysterious way. And today, this is the wand we give people with simple techniques, how to heal themselves and how they can other people and also do distant healing. It's a wand. And this wand is given free of charge. No money. Everywhere in the world. So simple techniques. The whole technique is shared in the YouTube with 2,200 over videos on how to heal different ailments. We start from simple things like headache, tooth pain, muscle cramps, gastric pain, and also period pain. All these things can be done in less than 5 minutes if they can do it themselves. The period pain can be very bad. It might take about 20 minutes, but it will be cured and zero pain. If they do it for the next 3 months, they will not have pain after that. We have done so many and we have so much of testimonies on the YouTube itself. How people, and the testimonials are from different languages because I travel all over the world. We got languages in Spanish, in French, in Maruthi, in Bengali, in Telugu, in Tamil, in Indonesia, and also mostly in Spanish and English because I travel a lot of Spanish countries. Like you're from Canary Islands, all Spanish, Spain, most of the countries in South America are all Spanish, so a lot of Spanish videos are there. So a Spanish person can pick up this wand and start healing himself very easily.
Fantastic.
Yes.
But you have also you went through your whole body, eh? You went through your whole body, so we can heal every part,
Yes.
part from
Yes.
our body.
In fact, we have got live workshop to show even how the pancreas works and which part of the cells in the pancreas give you all the hormone. You can even heal the pancreas and heal the beta cells for increased insulin. You can even heal the alpha cells for the enzyme. So like that, we have covered everything. Everybody can follow and you use it, seriously.
But Siva, let's go back a little bit because I mean there will come more videos and more explanation about how to heal and what we can heal and whatever. Because anyway, we have loads of videos anyway. But to go back, why did you go to this temple from Borobudur? Why? Because this was in Indonesia and you were from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Was it not another temple or another?
It's 5 hours by flight. It's 5 hours by flight. I go there, I leave at 7 a.m. in the morning and arrive there about 5 p.m. in the evening. One day just for traveling. Next day go down there and next day go back. So 3 days is gone. Just traveling every full moon, every month, every 28 days. I do that. I just went there.
Why did you go there?
I just went there. Nothing, like a tourist attraction. And something stopped me and something wake me up.
You went there the first time?
Yes.
You went there the first time, tourist attraction?
Exactly.
And then you came every time back.
Every
Okay.
full moon. That's all. Nothing else. Just a connection.
Just a connection. You felt a connection, so you went back every full moon you went.
Yes.
Ah, that's fantastic.
I've done 87 full moons until today. Sorry, 89 full moons.
89 full
But non-stop, every full moon, without a break, 69. Without a break.
Okay, because you are an engineer, no?
Yes, I'm a mechanical engineer. I work to survive. And because I was the own boss, I run a small company. And because of that, I can travel. I don't have to get permission from anybody. I just travel. The only permission was from my wife. She's the accountant. She never bothered me either. So I went.
Well, that is really fantastic. And how did you come to do like the wand? Because this is the design on the wand is the design from above. From
Yes,
the
this
temple.
this design of the wand is actually the plan view of the temple of Borobudur. And we got many colors today. Many colors. We started off
all the different colors.
at the very beginning, it was only white color and violet color. Nila. Like what do you say in your country? In Spanish.
Yeah, lila. Yeah, lila, violet.
Yeah. So these are the colors that we use today. Okay, but we made more colors over the years. Pink one, specially programmed for ladies, for all the ladies' problems. Okay. And we have red color one just for cancer patients. We heal all the cancerous cells. And very importantly, what we have here is what we call as the affirmation. This is the affirmation that everyone has to read. Okay. And inside the affirmation got every details of it. So we found that over the many years of healing, there's a lot of energy blockage on people, stopping them from getting healed. So we realized that they have to ask forgiveness in order for the healing to happen. So any person coming, they must read the affirmation before you even start the healing. Forgiving yourself, forgiving your family. If you're married, your in-laws family, or you must forgive your spouse, husband or wife, and then sometimes you got to heal ask forgiveness from your working place. Sometimes you got to ask forgiveness from your ex-husband, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-wife, and then finally to ask forgiveness from people who are not happy with you in a very, very difficult way. And then we got forgiveness to all the cells in your body. We have harmed ourselves in many ways. And then we blame the cell because the kidney is not working, the pancreas is not giving you the insulin. We started blaming everybody else. So we ask forgiveness for all the wrong that we have done to ourselves, knowingly or unknowingly. We would ask forgiveness. Okay? And then we have got what we call as forgiving the virus and bacteria in our body and outside your body. Today, COVID-19 is very, very powerful. And everybody is angry and fighting away. It is also a divine creation by Mother Earth. There's a reason why this was created. What are we going to learn from this? So we ask forgiveness from all of these viruses that are around us. Then also to the viruses inside of our body. There are a lot of viruses in our body, in our mouth, in our urine system, in our respiratory system. They're all there. Bacteria. There are more bacteria in the mouth than anywhere else in the body. You know, that's why our tooth get decayed because of the bacteria. And we get infected of all our body because of all the bacteria in our body. So we have to ask forgiveness from all of them either because they are all living. Sometimes they live and coexist. We call it the probiotics, the good bacteria and all kind of stuff. But even a good bacteria can get into our body if our immune system is weak. You know, the moment we die, it's F down. The body decomposes within a few minutes. It started decomposing and within a few hours, the whole thing is gone. So like that, we have to take care of ourselves. So we have all of these things here. Forgiveness from the yeast infection, from the fungus, from the yeast that we have infected. So we have to ask forgiveness from them. They're all part of Mother Earth's creation. You know, so we have this very strictly that we have to follow the forgiveness in order for healing to happen. Forgiving people. That's all.
And now, in the actually with the COVID now, is that for you? Is that a reason? Let me see how I'm gonna ask this.
Let me tell you. Some viruses have come over the years. It was.
Wait, it's in pause, eh? It's now pause.
Okay.
It's pause. I put it in pause now. Can I add that? Wait. Okay. We go on. It's the COVID. For your opinion, is it provoked them from Mother Earth?
You see, there were many, many viruses that came to Mother Earth. Many, over the many, many years. And now the virus is getting stronger and stronger because our immune system is getting weaker and weaker by the people. We are getting weaker and weaker. There was there a long time ago, when I was a small child, there was bird flu that came. The bird flu will come and kill all the chicken in my house. We never used to buy chicken. We used to have our own chicken in the farm chicken. They'll all die. So they will come and the chicken in my family will die. And in less than a few minutes, a few days, another family chickens will die. They were spreading like only they affecting all the birds, the chicken, right? And then they were cows. They got a foot and mouth disease. The foot and mouth disease came and affected all the hoofed animals. But today in my country, children are getting foot and mouth. Children. Schools have shut down. And the H1N1, they call it bird flu, was going all over the world. Then we got swine flu. You see, so these things are all coming because the human immune system are getting weaker and these viruses are getting stronger. Today's COVID-19. What about 18, 17, 15, 16, 11, 12? It's 19. There could be 20 and 21 coming very soon because our immune system are weak. We smoke a lot we drink a lot, we do eat all the wrong food, and we expect we eat a lot of multivitamins and we eat all kind of supplements, and any small thing we go and see a doctor for flu and we get all kind of injections. So our body has become lazy. Liz, I have not had any antibiotics for more than 40 years. The last antibacterial was when I was 19 years old. I had a high fever. They gave me antibacterial. That's all. So I grew up in a small village, but there was not even a Panadol. When you're sick, my mother just put a cold cloth on my head. That's all. But today, nobody has experienced fever. They just keep on putting high doses of painkillers and fever pills today. They don't allow the body to heal itself. So the body doesn't know what to do. Now, before this was SARS, H1N1. It was all over the place. And people survived. But now it's getting stronger. It all affects the respiratory system. Like polio. Polio is something that was eradicated by vaccine. So the only way is a vaccine to body to learn how. In fact, ladies, if you remember, I tell this in all the workshop in my workshop. I tell them the viruses are the very, very powerful. They don't have to eat. They don't need oxygen. Bacteria need oxygen and bacteria need to eat. Viruses are very specific. They only touch what they want. I come to the body, I touch only your blood platelets. We call them dengue fever. They touch only the platelets. And then you got HIV. They touch only your T cells, the immune cells. They don't touch the platelets. They're very, very specific. And you got hepatitis, they touch only the liver. Chikungunya, they touch all your bones. Polio, they touch all your part of your limbs. They're very specific. Mum, they come here. They're very specific. Herpes touches all your skin. Influenza, all your respiratory system and your lungs. Your bronchitis and things like that. They're all very specific. It's very sad. They're very, very smart people. They don't need sunshine. They need prana. They need prana to survive. I tell this to people, they are very smart. They are very smart. It's not that easy. You can kill them. They will spread like fire. They only need prana, divine energy. So the only way is now to ask divine to come and help us out in this thing. So for that, man must ask forgiveness for all the wrong that we have done to Mother Earth. All the wrong we have done to Mother Earth. We are doing so much wrong to Mother Earth.
It's like a manifestation.
Yes.
Like a manifestation
Yes.
of Mother Earth.
Yes.
Viruses, bacteria.
Exactly. I tell people, if tomorrow it becomes so strong and every man dies, there's no more human population. How beautiful Mother Earth, the birds will be around, the animals will be around. Today in India, they see all the wild buffaloes are walking in the streets when they were shut down. Man was outside. The elephants are walking around. The lion was coming around. Hey, what's happening? I don't see any man around. You're all shut down. You are the zoo. I am free to roam around. Because they were not affected by this. It's a human affected by this. So their immune system is stronger. They're just mammals like us. They have their own immune system. They must have got rid of that. So viruses are very super, super powerful. And that is the divine tool to tell man, bladder, be careful. Please be careful. Don't think you're smart. You can find a vaccine for COVID-19. I will bring COVID 2021 to you now. What are you going to do now? It's an influenza virus. It's an influenza virus. Until you change your lifestyle, you change the way you live with nature, they won't touch you. They won't touch you.
So that's very important, yeah.
Yes.
And the divine helps you out there.
Right.
Also.
Not to fight and say, let's kill this guy, let's do this, let's kill them all, let's burn them, put them. You're fighting with something that you can't even see with your own eyes.
Yeah.
You can't see them with your own eyes. You cannot see them with your own eyes. It's very sad. But man must live in harmony with nature. This is what I tell this to every of my class. So that's why we say in the class, let's forgive mankind, forgive all viruses of this world. Let's bless Mother Nature. Forgive us for all the wrong we have done to you. I saw a picture of plastics. All the birds are dying, eating the plastic that are floating on the ocean. They thought it's food. They eat, they put inside and they die. There was a whale, they cut off the whale, they saw a plastic bag. It doesn't know. They don't know. They just eat everything there. They just open the mouth, ooh, they eat it, and it all goes inside. And they get stuck in the gut. And the plastic doesn't get dissolved by the acid of the stomach. And they die. It's so sad, So how Mother Earth is happy with us? People do not understand about Mother Earth's consciousness. There's a big conscious Mother Earth. Mother Earth can do whatever she wants. She can just eradicate all mankind and start fresh. That's how what do you call this? All these dinosaurs became extinct. They were probably eating each other more and more. They got eating.
So anyway, it's to make really the viruses are there to make people more conscious.
Yes.
For what they are doing really here.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So that's the idea.
You can find.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Tell me.
No, I say you can find a vaccine for this one, but something else is going to come. In fact, they already had influenza vaccine. They had influenza vaccine. They said it lasts you only for 1 year, then you got to do another shot. Even yellow fever is 10 years.
I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the vaccines? What's
The vaccines
your
can
opinion?
work. They will make the human more immune. Yes, they can. But whether that vaccine will find its way to heal another strain of the same virus or different virus, you know what I mean? They have not found the vaccine for herpes. They have not found a vaccine for dengue fever. Maybe because it's a tropical country, not a European country disease. It's not a European disease.
But they say also in the vaccines, we don't know what's inside of the vaccines.
Right.
It's not always for our best.
But vaccines have worked in many instances. They have worked in many instances. Smallpox, they worked. Polio, they worked. So they may have found something very easily. They may not find something not so easy. Some may be difficult. They're just training, changing. The strains are always changing. You know, like when I was a small boy, the first thing we get is one we have got a vaccine on smallpox. You know, and then we got one for polio. That's all we had. But I heard in Europe now they put about 27 different types of vaccine for the children. And some children got affected by some of the vaccines themselves. You know.
Absolutely, children they get sick really from the vaccine.
Because not all children are physically strong to manage the vaccine. They're not all are strong. So I tell people just get the basic thing, the smallpox, the polio, or something hepatitis or something like that. Just the basic thing. That's all, you know. Even for hepatitis, you got to go back and get a antigen check whether it's strong and put a booster, you know.
Yeah. No, it's not always positive the vaccines, huh?
Yes.
Me personally, I'm not very all vaccines.
Well, they're trying their best. They're trying their best to do the best they can. They're doing the best. Even when I go to Africa, I got to get a yellow fever jab. And it only lasts me for 10 years. I got to go to another one.
Yeah.
You know? Well, the world is trying to do the best. But we should allow also Mother Earth to do our best. To be nice with Mother Earth. Mother Earth has got its own plan and own view, you know. He put the whole world to shut down for 6 months.
Exactly. Mother Earth, she knows what she does.
She shuts everything down for 6 months and gave us time to teach a lot of prana while healing at the same time. Everybody, you know, I did a 200-day seminar testimonial, and everybody saying, "Sir, thank you, Koinavara, thank you for this. We learn a lot about prana. We learn about nature. We learn about our body. We learn about many things, you know. Seriously, a lot.
Good. It's interesting.
Yes.
So that's why it's so important to, even if you heal something, first to ask forgiveness, no?
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes.
It's the most important part.
Not only forgive the people, forgive the organs in the body that we may have hurt. All the sugar, all the salt, all the wine, all the liquor. And then you blame the heart, you blame the liver. You ask forgiveness for all the tobacco chewing, the pan in India, and alcohol, and all the things that we have put in our body. You know, Liz, our body is not made for acidic food. It is not made for acidic food because our body pH is 7.3, 7.4. No one knows that. Very few people who know that a body pH 7.3. Now you take an early morning glass of lemon juice, it's going to be a pH of 1 or 1.5. What's going to happen when everything goes into the body? It has to convert it to 7.3, 7.4. You know, then why you give all this work, extra work? It's like I tell people, no, you take a cool beer, and they want the glass to also be frozen. to make sure that the beer is cool, 0 degrees C or -1 degree C. Okay? Now you put in your body of 36.5 degrees C. What the body has to do, a big mug of 0 degrees C going inside, into your stomach. It's going to cool down right to the mouth, all the esophagus, right stomach is going to have a cold thing. And the body and mouth have to heat up that mug of beer from 0 degrees C to 36.5 degrees C. You take a mug and put into like a hot plate and you put fire. How much of fire is required to heat up that beer at 0 degrees C to 36.8? How much of energy is required? Now the same energy comes from the body. The body has to find that energy. 0 degrees C. Now let's say you have a hot coffee. The hot coffee is 45 degrees C. You got to blow it and drink it inside. You got to blow it. But 0 degrees C you don't do. From 0 to 36, how much of energy is required? Compared to a hot coffee which is 45 or 50 degrees C, you blow it and you drink it inside.
So they do just the contrary, no?
Yes, it's just a contrary of what happens to our body. That's all.
Exactly.
So the body has to find a way to manage all that we put inside. That's why we have to ask forgiveness to the body for doing all of this thing.
Yeah. It's incredible, eh? Yeah. How much, we're just not conscious what we do with the body.
No.
It's just a lack of consciousness. That's it. But it's a bit where we're living, you know.
Yeah. So this is what we teach to people. No, make them help them understand better for themselves.
Help them understand and be consciousness for what we do with our body,
right?
With everything, with Mother Nature, with everything. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a spiritual energy, really, no?
Right.
And also. Let's say it's a healing really for your body, your physical body, also from the mind, and for to have a wealthy and healthy life, let's say. That's what PVH do.
I will say healing of the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and for your soul.
And for the souls.
Yes. For the soul.
Souls need to be happy.
Yes. Because ultimately what's going to leave your body is a soul. Your mind is going to get dissolved. Your mind is going to be dissolved right on Mother Earth or the earth plane, and the soul is going to go. But the soul is going to carry with it all the rubbish we put into through our mind. It has to take with it all the thing. You know, we teach this very well in the emotional freedom healing class. How to free yourself from the emotion that we have carried on by the thoughts of people, advertisement, by religion, by politics and everything else. How are we going to remove all of them? That's what we teach them in the emotional freedom healing class.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah. So, so we explained what was the want and what's PVH. Do you have like a sort of, do you have a reflection for the people? Wait, I'm going to... Wait, darling, I'm just going to look. This is long already. You see, you're so funny, Siva, because now it's impossible. You're so funny because you're so used to talk always about the diseases and the want and everything. I asked you things about your childhood and you didn't say anything.
I said it. I wanted to help people. I want to help people. That's all.
We came from a child of 5 and he jumped over 40 years.
That's all. Don't worry. The 40 is more important.
What did you do in these 40 years? What did you do in the 40 years?
No. That's not important.
I'm working normally?
Yeah, working.
Working normally?
Yeah. Engineer.
Yeah.
From a company.
Didn't you do anything special in between?
No, just working, got married, have kids, that's all. That's special.
What did you say?
Just got married, have kids, that's all.
How many kids? How many kids do you have?
4.
You?
4.
Oh, you have 4 children? Ah, I didn't know.
4.
You have 4 children?
Yes.
How old are they?
28, 25, 23, and 11.
How many wives?
And 11.
Better you should ask how many wives.
Where is his wife? Where is your wife?
At home.
Where's your wife? Say to your wife she comes and say hi.
No, she's not going to do that.
Ask how many wives.
Hey.
Yes, I have to know her. Tell her she says hi. Come on.
No, she won't. She's not here. She's not here.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah.
No, it's in pause now. It's not turning.
Okay.
I thought you have. I didn't know. Well, I mean, when we saw each other in Tenerife, I never asked these things.
Sometimes, Liz, we have got so many things to do. See, the problem is in Asia, we have so many things to do,
Yeah.
It's the European that got
But
so
do
much
your
of this.
children, are your children doing the same?
They used to do, now they're busy. So I'm traveling the world and I feel that every person outside there needs help.
Yeah. But do they do the PVH? Your children?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are they teachers?
Not as much as me.
Yeah. Not as much as you.
Anybody,
You have to tell them
hey,
they have
Liz,
to teach.
anybody can teach PVH. Anybody can teach PVH. So simple. It's so simple,
But anyway. Okay, what else are we gonna take? Because I don't want for the first interview, really, I don't want to make it long because do you know what's the problem, darling? There's so many today on YouTube. There's so many things to see.
Right.
When it's too long, people don't look. You see what I mean?
Right.
I prefer shorter videos and then people at least they look. You
Correct.
see what I mean?
Correct.
Okay, is there something, do we finish now and I ask you for a special, I always ask for a special message for the audience?
Yeah, sure. We can do that. Later we can continue. No problem.
Yeah, because I had to, you work over the energy field, what can you treat?
Right.
Because what can you treat, you could say, I can clean towns and places and oceans and,
Right.
not just body.
Right.
That would be nice also if you talk about this, yeah?
Right. Okay.
Yeah? So I'm going to ask you two more questions. I'm going to say, you work over the energy fields from Mother Earth and also from the body. I'm going to say, you work over the energy field, but not just over the body, but also over places in Mother Earth. And then you can say that you
Right.
treat also blah, blah. And then I ask you if you have a special message for the audience, and then we will stop. Yeah?
Yeah.
For this one.
Sure.
And then we will make more.
Sure.
Yeah, okay?
Sure.
Okay, there we start. Right. So, Shiva, you work over the energy field from the bodies.
Yes.
But you also work on the energy field from places on Mother Earth, do you?
Yes, of course. See what happened. Let me tell you something. Okay. Now, a human being has got his physical body, and they got his energy field around called a human aura. Now, in our teaching, we divide this into three portions. We call it the energy body or etheric body. Then we got the emotional or astral body. Then we got the mental body. All of these things part of the whole thing. Now, just the one has been given us to heal all of this aura, the human aura. Now, if one person can radiate and become connected with the divine energy, then he radiates energy out. If every one of them can radiate energy, then the whole energy field in that place becomes very positive and very vibrant. Okay, and this energy can radiate and people around them can also benefit that. So let's say I go to a place. Let's say I go to an abandoned castle. That castle could have had a lot of dark energy over the many years. They could have there are people there. Like very simple. I went to a city called Sion, Sion, in Switzerland. It's about 2 hours drive from Geneva. And that place, they used to burn witches. They burn witches. Witches to me are actually psychic people who live down there. And most of the psychic people are all females. They can predict things. And they see them wrongly and they burn them. So during that time there could be lots of dark energy in that place. So we go down there and we clean the place and elevate all of the souls who are stuck there with some kind of thing they are going through. Like that in medieval times, a lot of them were prisoners, put in jails and tortured. They could have been innocent and good people. It's the wrong people. So we go to such places and clean and elevate all of them. Like mass killings and mass murders and things like that, and fighting and going down there, and villages are put to fire and burned, like how we see in the movies. Like Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan has gone to many parts of Asia and done so much of harm. The Great Wall of China was built to keep the Mongolians inside, but how many people have died building that wall? Like the pyramids. The pyramids are built by people and just for tomb to put somebody's body. And today is magnificent, yes, but how many of them would have died to build the place? Tortured and slaves and things. We don't see that. And how many would have cursed that place? So today is a desert. It would not have been a desert 3,000 or 2,000 years ago. It would have been a flourishing place. Otherwise, you cannot build something like the desert. There must have been water and plants and food. So the dark energy has made the place to become like that. So there's a lot of places in Mother Earth like that. So I wish to go to places like that and clean and keep the place clean of all the negativity. Like you can say all good things about Jerusalem. But look at the fighting that happened over the hundreds and hundreds of years. The Crusaders 1 and 2 and killing and still is going on. So how negative would that place be? People will agree with me and don't agree with me. But how many would have died on both sides? The Crusaders and also the Mughals, not the Mughals, the Islamic forces. How many would have died and killed and all kind of happened? Children would have died, ladies would have got raped and all. So this carries a lot of negative in these places like that. So that places will always have problem until somebody go and clean and remove all of this energy, and then things will start to change. And I travel the world just to do that. In fact, I went to the pyramids in Mexico. They used to sacrifice people there. They plug the heart out and show the sun. Yes, and I saw lots and lots of souls there. Lots and lots of souls were there. Lots. So I sit down there and I elevate the souls. I do what I can. I do and I come back. That's all. My work is finished. And then slowly things will start to change. Rain will come. The nature will start to grow because the negativity is no more there now. That's what I do when I travel to some places. That's why I travel a lot of places.
Okay. So you help elevating the souls.
And once the souls will go, all the negativity will come down and things will become better.
Wow.
It's like Mexico. Like if you go to Mexico, you will say that someone telling me like 100 kidnappers happen in a day. 100 or more than 100 kidnappings happen in a day. And where's the police force? So the dark must be very, very strong. And those people pray to the saint of death. Santo Morto. They pray, the one with the pray. And they all, the gangsters will have tattoos and all. So the dark side is very strong. Sometimes the police cannot do the police cannot do it. It's so dark. And when the Cuba, they used to have a Santeria black magic. Santeria. You know, when we were walking in the streets one night when we were in Cuba, and people were having alcohol and all are dancing to a deity. If you go to Cuba, you'll find the statue of Mother Mary, and they got alcohol served to her. Seriously. Everywhere. Yeah. In Cuba. So it's all dark. The Mother Mary is just a figure, and they used to do that, So how dark can the whole country be? So we go down there to have a class just to clean the country as much as we can. But the more we go down there, the more cleaner it becomes. And we need a few people down there to start the divine fire, say divine fire for the city, divine fire for the country, and then things will slowly change. That's what we are. So the divine fire is something that we do to help people.
Wow, that's really nice. So cleaning up and elevating all these souls.
Yes.
That's really a nice work to just, it's like purify the places again, that that they can grow again and you know,
Yes,
yeah,
Liz.
purify them, no?
Yes,
Really?
Liz. No, lot of, like for example, Ireland. What was the problem in Ireland?
Islands?
Ireland.
Islands. Mm-hmm.
No, the British,
What's the problem?
Ireland. No, the Protestants and the Catholic. How many people died? The IRA, the Irish Republic Army.
Loads?
Loads. So how will the energy be in that country? Like Germany, Hitler and all. How many people died? How many Jews died? Innocent people. They all gas chambered and suffered.
Loads of innocent.
They didn't just shoot them. They put them in concentration camps for years and later put them in the chamber and killed them. What kind of life would they have? How much energy will be there? How sad? What kind of energy will be there? You understand? You can say whatever you want. It's a beautiful country. Germany is so fantastic. But look at what happened in the 1940s. 1940s and 45s. How much of thing? They just called them from the village, from the room, and that's it. All gone, missing. Don't know where they went. Siberia and this thing and concentration camps and do a lot of kind of experiments on them, human experiments. And how? Where will their energy go?
Just stuck there.
Just stuck there. Just stuck there. The walls can cry. The walls, the screaming and crying and the thing, everything absorbs. The Mother Earth absorbs it. Who's to clean them? You know?
Okay. It needs to go somewhere, no?
Yes.
The negativity.
Exactly. And the best thing is to elevate all of the souls and forgive them and tell them this is life, you have to go on. Because they don't know, they're stuck. They're stuck. That's why you have a lot of haunted houses. The people cannot stay in those houses. Something is there. People won't believe that, no, but it's there. The haunted houses and haunted buildings and things are like that. Things are moving and, oh, yes. Lots and lots of things are happening there. But what can we do? We do our best. We go and clean them up.
Absolutely. You go and clean them. That's good. That's fantastic. So you work on so many different levels.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Do you have a special message for the audience? Something
Very simple.
something you would like to
PVH
do?
has a simple healing modality that everybody can learn. From 5 years old to as old as you are. Simple teaching, simple healing, no touch, no medicine, prana therapy. Simple message where everybody can learn. No touch, no medicine. 5 years and above can come and learn this. Every woman needs a healing wand. That's our motto. Every woman or mother needs a healing wand because she's the most responsible person for the family. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a daughter, she's a daughter-in-law. She plays many roles and she can help a lot of people. That's our thing.
That's fantastic. Where can the people contact you? Because I was thinking maybe we can do some videos also with Q&A.
Yes, we can. We have a lot of Q&A. We can start with no problem. The next time we can do that. We can contact us with Prana www.pranaviolethealing.com. Facebook. You just call.
Leave it under the video.
Just Prana Violet Healing. You can go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube, can go to Instagram,
Everything.
can also go to a website. And if you send us the cost of the postage, we'll send it free of charge. With the
You send it.
yes, we send it. We got volunteers all over the world. They will send you. You just have to pay for the postage because if you send too much, the postage can be very expensive, you know. And we can send in the affirmations with this free of charge to anybody who wants it around the world. In India it's free, in Malaysia it's free, we give it you free. But when it comes to overseas, they have to send it by post, you know, by post or return courier, whatever you want. We'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
And with the YouTube, you can learn yourself.
Fantastic. That was fantastic.
Yes, thank you, Liz.
Thank you so much. Tell me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was a pleasure to have you, Shiva.
Okay.
And share all this beautiful information and your time with me.
Thank you.
So everybody, you know, guys, if you like the video, share, subscribe, like, questions, commentary, whatever. I expect you all in the next video, and I send loads of love and light for everybody and everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.